Alright, so what's up, everybody? We're going today to learn more about the function signatures. We're trying to learn Expo over here. God's help, we'll try to learn with React Native, what's his name? GPT. So, excuse me. Our goal is to figure out from these function signatures that we learned what would be the most smartest ones to first start with, and learning, and with God's help we'll kind of go and continue on so we could eventually go back to our server side programming, which is our goal for the time being, until with God's help we'll be able to learn more and build higher level programs. Alright, excuse me. Alright. What is the preferred function signature to learn first? No. Alright, so we want to learn today. We're going to learn for the question is learning the right function signature first helps you build a strong mental model for programming. No, mainly for Expo. Over here. No. No, from these. Alright, so asking for a deeper dive into how these functions work. No. Okay, out of all these. Oh, excuse me. Build the function. And I forgot to mention to you guys, we're going to be learning with ChatGPT. I think we mentioned it, but just as a disclaimer, again, if we did, because this is good stuff. It tells us a lot of information. All right, out of all these built-in functions, which one should we learn first? What order? Ease of learning? How often they're used? Okay, use state. Why first? It's a powerful, dynamic, reactive UI. Literally, how your app responds to changes, tapping and pressing. Okay, so let's understand this guy. Alright, we will open a new chat here. What is the hello world for this? How many mini projects to understand this? Also write in pure React and not in JSX, and no arrow functions. Okay, great question. Let's tackle use state step by step in the exact style you asked for. Why start with use state? Because it's the gate to reactivity in React. Without state, your components are static. They render once, never update. How would you make it static though? React, okay. React, require React. Static version with no use state. Static, return create element. Can we use this in Expo Snack, by the way? Not directly, no. Okay. Static version. Node.js Expo. Perfect. Okay. So import React from React, import text view button from React, export default function static hello. Export default function static hello, return. Okay. View. What is the function signature for React.createElement? Alright, this is good. This is good. This is what we want. Alright, so function signature is type, props, children. That's what we were looking for. Static version. Okay, so we kind of nailed down a little bit of what we want to kind of narrow down into, which is this function signature. And God's help, we will kind of get into it more deeper in the next couple of videos. Let's see how it runs on this little emulator over here. If we get this phone to load faster, just load it on the phone. Alright, so we're going to load it on the phone instead. Open Expo. Change text. So, okay, fine. That's probably what it means when it means static. It just doesn't move. You click the button, console log, you click the button, but the UI won't change. Fine. Makes sense. So we create this. Okay, so it doesn't change. What's the hello world for what's hello world for React? What the heck? And what's the hello world? What's the hello world for React.createElement? By the way. Great, let's write true hello world for React. So with God's help, we will kind of cover these static versions versus the actual dynamic uploads. This is probably static. Let's see what it says. Okay, let's first load this guy. We're gonna go on Expo. Hello world. Alright, hello world. Oh, this is static. Probably. It doesn't use any change. Oops. Change. Any change buttons or whatever. We kind of started off learning this because we had all these different things that we were told to learn. Typing, tapping, toggling, set message, new value. So let's see. Set message, new value. Our goal is to figure out how to get to the eventually to the remote to the server response and request and response. The goal is to just the question is though about like styling and stuff like that. How do we get to learning that over here on Expo? Yeah, anyway, we learned today a little bit about this. Oops. And this is static, no? Exactly. Yeah, so this is static ones. They only render once. There's no use state or any other hook. So that's what it would be nice to understand about these hooks. There's also this stuff called props, whatever. It would be interesting to understand that also. The string hello world is hard coded. Even if you tap, nothing changes unless you manually refresh the app. Static hello world, what we have now. Create element h1 null hello world. Yeah. Static hello world, what we have now, or in React Native, React create element text null. Okay, so here's h1. That's probably in React. This is React Native text. Dynamic. Okay. Okay. Other than that, we don't want to get into this right now. This is gonna be like how to use state, and it's really cool stuff. So other than that, we got our basic function over here. They start usually like this, export default. Remember that you have it like this, return create that element. And then we learned a little bit about the function signature, that it uses this function signature over here like this, and it needs a prop, a type, props, children. Very cool. So we're gonna with God's help come into that in the next couple of videos. God's help, um, and with the help of heaven. Other than that, good job for everybody who's been following along. And yeah, with God's help, we'll see you guys in the next couple of videos. Alright, you guys. We'll see you guys soon. Peace.